Hello and welcome along to the Sports Express Show. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're back again for this week, looking at the Champions League action from midweek. So last 16, second leg encounters. We already have our 4 teams that are going to be in the quarterfinal draw.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to see how the other teams are going to play next week. But on Tuesday, Juventus up against FC Porto.
Yeah.
Right, a game obviously which was on the balance in the first leg.
Yeah.
Porto taking that 2-1 lead at home, going into the second leg at the Juventus Stadium.
Yeah.
But Juve going out as 3-2 winners, not quite enough because it was 4-4 in aggregate, and Porto won that match.
Juve are useless. That's it.
That's simple.
That's it.
But they scored goals, Sunday.
No, they did, but it was all for nothing. I mean, you're one of the, or supposedly one of the biggest teams in Europe, and you can't beat Porto. Like
it's
Porto.
FC Porto. You wouldn't ask for an easier draw.
Exactly.
I bet you most of the teams that are through now will want to play Porto.
Exactly. That's the whole thing about it. So you're a massive team, bro, and you can't beat Porto. Like, you're useless, bro. There's really nothing to analyze about this game. Juventus are useless. That's it. And they couldn't cross over the line. And okay, they scored more goals at home, but they leaked as well.
They conceded 2 goals.
Exactly, they leaked. So like, it all came for nothing. It all literally came for nothing. And Juventus are out and Ronaldo's out. Finished.
Yeah, that was the essence of the second leg, though, is to score the goals and reduce the deficits as well, because you can't concede 2 away goals. You can't concede 2 goals at home, because they're going to have the away goals advantage, and then when it comes to 4-4, you obviously going to be out. Yeah.
Like, what were they thinking? Like, what was the game plan? Does Upello even have a game plan? Or is it like he walks with this, aura and say, they're gonna make... No, guys, no. Yeah. We had a complaint about him when it was his appointment, and that complaint is coming to fruition right now through the way the team is playing, and they're playing poorly. It seems like they're an aimless team, and they're just looking at Ronaldo to do something. And unfortunately, you need a big-time coach to manage such a star-studded team, to actually get down back to basics of football so that they can win matches. There's no excuse for Juventus to be beaten by Porto away from home. There's no excuse. Maybe if they won and maybe Porto scored, fine, okay, but there was no way Juventus should have lost.
But also, I think we should give props to Porto, because it was a gutsy performance by them, led by Pepe at the back. The veteran, who put in a very, very good masterclass of defending. If you want, Ferdinand even said, if you want to bring on the young lads, make them watch that match, and how Pepe defended. It was a masterclass. His positioning, everything was on point.
Look, I mean, big ups to Porto. I know everybody's gonna focus on Juventus, but let's give mad props to Porto. They did against a massive team, and they did not show them any respect. Even at home, if you watch that match, Porto didn't respect Juventus at all. And even more so away from home, and they knew they were ahead, and they did it the right way. They didn't sit back and try and defend. They attacked, and it came into fruition to them to actually win, they lost the match, but they went through, they won the war. They lost the battle, but they won the war. So big ups to them. Pepe, I mean, rolling back the years, son.
At 38,
exactly. Rolling back the years in terms of his positioning, but the experience was there as well to put him in the best positions to make sure that nobody gets through. So masterclass from him, Pepe,
Class is permanent. Right, Dortmund got through Sevilla. The match ended up in a draw, but obviously Dortmund scored more in the first leg. Haaland getting the penalty as well. So it was an overall good performance by Borussia Dortmund, but they obviously still have a lot of frailties. So you wouldn't expect much from them in the Champions League.
Look, no, you wouldn't.
Especially after that performance against Bayern.
Okay, they got through. It was expected. It's fine. Anyway,
do you think teams would want to draw Dortmund in the next round? Given the fact that obviously they still have Haaland.
Haaland is not enough.
Who you wouldn't want to face, but they're still not a very great team.
It's like Salzburg that season where Haaland was there. Let's be honest, that team was on fire, but they were leaking as well. So it doesn't matter. And this time they've only got one man, whereas in that team they had many players coming together in the attacking side and the attacking front of things. Now, so who do you think have Dortmund? You can't tell about Jadon Sancho.
Well, they got Sancho.
You can't tell about that.
You have to say
okay, they've got Haaland and Sancho.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the team? So trust me.
There's Dahoud as well, that kid.
So my point
It's not
is
enough though. Yeah.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, the star player there is Erling Haaland. If he's not there, or even if he is there, it's not a one-man team. It's not a one-man show. And what will happen is that any team will be like, yes, we want Dortmund. I mean, if Sevilla could score 2 at flipping their stadium, come on, bro. Come on.
What could Bayern do to them?
Come on, bro. We saw what they did to them. Fuck. Sorry, flipping idiots. So yeah, bro.
Right, Wednesday night games. Obviously, 2 games for the last one of this week. We got PSG against Barcelona. Going into that one, PSG had a 4-1 lead.
Yeah.
And of course, it ended in a 1-0 draw. Mbappe getting the penalty. Messi scoring a very, very good goal.
Yeah.
But then he went on to miss a penalty, which was a crucial one, Sanele, because it could have sparked
a comeback.
A potential comeback for Barcelona, because it would have been 5-3 going into half time. But Messi obviously couldn't get the spot kick right. Keylor Navas saving it, hitting the post. And then it's another pressure penalty missed by Messi. And obviously another Champions League exit for Barcelona.
Yeah, Messi doing Messi things at high pressure situations. I mean, let's be honest, he
really, you wanna put it like that now?
Yeah, no, I mean, oh, dude, look at his body of work when it comes to failures, bro. It's a long list. He's one of the greatest of all time.
But I feel like with Messi, we always have to pick certain moments with him, because he has had like such a big pool of success.
Yes, of course.
You know, and which is a bit unfair on him, because we're just picking small things.
No, definitely, of course it is. But that small thing counted.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, that could have been the spark, and then, I mean, it's
especially with penalties as well.
And not only that, but look at the time in which that penalty opportunity came. I mean, even in any sports, it is so critical to score before halftime and score immediately after. Now, this was an opportunity to lift up your morale. So when they get into the second half, they have their comeback. But he missed it. And when they came back from
they would have needed only 2 goals in the second half.
Exactly. And if any team can come back, I mean, it's Barcelona. I mean, they've had momentous flipping comebacks. But in this case, he fluffed his lines with the penalty. Keylor Navas coming through with the save, and boom, that was it. And the morale in the second half down. So
it was quite an easy for PSG to get over the line at that point. With the 1-1 draw for them. Didn't really want to go for the win in the second half. So easy now.
So it's understandable as to why PSG played that way. Because they had the lead at the Camp Nou. So they controlled the game, and it ended as a drab 1-1 draw. And they threw. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Right. Last game of obviously the Champions League week was RB Leipzig away at Liverpool. It wasn't really away because the game wasn't at Anfield. It was still in Budapest. But Liverpool going out 2-0 winners once again against the second best team in Germany at this point in time, RB Leipzig, which was a disappointing performance from a Leipzig perspective. Once again, Liverpool, on the other hand, much more improved compared to the previous games. Obviously, the guys were on a losing streak at Anfield, so it wasn't really good, but a great performance on the night.
It was for me, it was an expected performance. Every time, for me, I'm not expecting much from RB when it comes to Liverpool. Liverpool have their number, I just feel. And for me, it was an expected result. It wasn't going to be a freak result for me, and they just did the job. It's good from a Liverpool perspective because they've managed to slow down the rot, not completely stop it, but this performance should say, hey, we're still around. You can't just dismiss us like that. So big ups on them. Disappointing with RB Leipzig because I feel like it's the same bloody story. Show promise, huff and puff, and then you come to a brick flipping house and you try and blow and then you pass out. So this is the analogy of RB Leipzig. They will play good and get through the flipping group stages, then it's like, okay, show us, and then they don't show us. So these German flipping teams, bruh, like honestly, like the only one who's holding the fort is Bayern.
Obviously.
But these other guys have to come to the party. Look at Dortmund, look at RB,
look at that back,
bro. So whatever, bro.
Like, what do you make though of Liverpool's performances in the league and the Champions League, because it's two completely different teams.
Yeah.
And why do you think that is? Because obviously the Champions League is the hardest stage compared to the Premier League. Yes, the Premier League is tough.
Yeah.
You know, but you're still playing your Burnleys, your Brightons, which they're losing to.
And
then you go and beat Ajax, you go and beat Atalanta, and then you go and beat Leipzig.
So, you know, it's a phenomenon. I don't know. We've seen it in history where in the league, a team will do badly in the league, but in the flipping Champions League, they look like untouchable for some reason. So I couldn't. It's a phenomenon. Even we cannot explain it, but it does happen. And that performance would have been a good thing for Liverpool. Can it translate to the league? I don't think so. Hopefully it can for Liverpool's sake, but I seriously don't think so. They're two different teams. I don't know what happens. Maybe the players get G'd up more because they know it's a harder competition. I don't know. Maybe in this case they realize, guys, we're not going to win the league.
Might as well go
here. We still have a chance here. So maybe that's the thinking behind it. And I couldn't be honest.
It's a weird one, hey?
It is
I think we also saw it with Real Madrid and sometimes in the past.
There've been many teams, even Arsenal at one point. There was a season where they were not doing well. Well, there's many seasons where they don't do well.
Even Chelsea when they won the Champions League.
But they get through to the Champions League and they look like an absolute different animal. So I don't know. I think it's one of those things where they look at the league table, they look at the top and they're like, listen, we're not going to do it. Let's just put all our attention in this one. Maybe
Chelsea in 2012 winning the Champions League, finishing outside of the top 4. So that's
that tells you everything. So it's not a new phenomenon. It's something that happens quite a bit. We've seen it with quite a lot of teams. But to be honest with you, I can't tell you what happens. I cannot scientifically say because I can't. It's just my assumption. So
4 teams are in the Champions League, are in the hats for the Champions League draw. So that's going to be happening after next week. We still have the likes of Bayern, the likes of City are going to playing their second leg games. That's going to be next week, of course. And then we're going to be looking forward to the quarterfinal draw and see what's going to be happening on that front.
Yeah, no, I mean this is the business end now. This is the business. This is what we live for. This is where you separate the boys from the men now. So it's getting to that stage. It's getting more exciting, and we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Can City actually cross the line this season? Because that's the big question now. I mean,
everyone is looking to them. To be fair.
Let's be honest. Everybody is looking to them, but there've been other subsequent seasons where we have looked to them, and they fluff their lines against the easiest teams ever. So maybe can they do like reverse psychology, get a hard team and just dispatch them? I don't know. I don't know. We don't know, but we'll see, definitely. Guys, thank you again for tuning in. We'll catch you next week. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe and press the notification bell. And like I said again, we'll see you next week. Peace.